and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Chuck, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And today, we're gonna go on a journey. There's a little restaurant, wine bar, possibly here on the corner of Greenwich, right by the VaynerMedia office. And I figured, why not roll up on them and see if they have any wine and do the show that way? You know, just reel, see what happens. I've always loved the hotel shows where we didn't know what we were gonna drink. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go to this place. It's called Turks and Frogs. We're gonna see if they have some wine. We're gonna drink it, we're gonna review it. It's how we roll, and that's what we do on the Thunder Show. So here we go. We're going to Turks and Frogs, and we will see what happens. Oh, little sip. Got a little sidetrack. So that is the plan. We are going to go to Turks and Frogs, and we'll see what happens. So, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, man. I'm doing my online show for Wine Library TV, so I'm just hoping maybe outside I can order a glass of wine.
Sure.
Cool, man.
Go
Thanks.
ahead.
Thanks. You can. Do you have a menu?
Yes.
Bring it out. Thank you. So good. It's a good start. We're going to be able to actually taste some wine. They have agreed to serve me with the flip cam. That's a good sign. So let me give you a little shot of New York City while you're here. Just New York, good old New York. Looking good. Maybe a little different New York than some of you think. This downtown area. Thank you, my friend. What's your name?
Jim.
Jim, thank you so much, man.
You're welcome. This is the wine list and this is cocktail.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I'll be ready in a minute.
Okay.
All right, let's see what's going on here. We got some port wines. They got some Calum 1994, which is nice. Some sparkling wines. Some Prosecco Lanson Black Label. Some good stuff there. So let's see what's going on in whites. We've got some Riesling, Gewurz. There's a Chenin from South Africa, Stein. Let's see what's going on there. Cab de Pop 06, White Cote de Rhone. That could be kind of interesting. There's a Gruner from Jens Honnehoff from 05. Mount Fishtail Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough could be quite interesting. A Viognier from McManus. Viognier from McManus we might order because McManus is a good value winery. You may go in that direction. Let's see what else is going on here. Some Rosés. Todd Hollow Rosé, Pinot Rosé, and they have it by the glass. Let's definitely order that. Let's see what else is here. Some red wines, Merlots, there's a Nero, some Zin from Ethios, some Pomerol, there's a reserve list, some serious stuff here. Let's see what's going on here. Some Gevrey Chambertin from 02, Bon Romanée from 01, Saint-Emilion, Vino Noble, a Rioja, it's a Bleasdale Reserve Shiraz 2000, Hugo Pinot Noir from Todd's Hollow Rods Pride, 02, Cab Smith Madrone, Pejou, Frog's Leap Merlot. So I don't know. I think we're gonna order something. Let's see. You know, maybe the Todd Hollow Pinot Rosé by the glass, and then maybe some sort of red as well. What do you guys think? Let's do it. All right. Jim, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. Jim. He's in there. All right. While Jim's pondering, let me catch you guys up with things that are going on. Really excited about next week's New York week. Anybody who's going to New York or lives in New York or works in New York next week, please come out. Live shows in Midtown. You'll get the taste along. It's going to be badass. Please be there. And what else? We've got the Big Food and Wine Festival thing. We mentioned that the other day. Crush it. Just really working hard on the book. Any Vaniacs out there that think they can help me with the book in any way, know some bookstore owners, some writers, magazine, newspaper, television, websites, hook me up. I am hustling my butt off for it. I'm excited about that. And tasting a lot of wine. I was really enjoying the Chave yesterday that I thought was spectacular. I'm sorry, not the Chave, the Gigal, which really opened up nicely about 2 or 3 hours later. If you were curious, I guess it was actually 5 or 6 hours. And I'm having knee surgery on Friday, which is devastating. I have a completely torn meniscus, so we'll be tearing that out and taking it out, and that's kind of sad. They'll shelf my basketball and tennis career a little bit. Let's see what's going on with Jim. Oh, there he is. Here he comes. He's here.
What is that?
We definitely want a glass of the Pinot Noir Rosé from Todd Hollow.
Sure.
And I'm gonna do one other thing. let's do a glass of the Mount Fishtail Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc.
And one Sauvignon Blanc, one
Yeah.
Pinot Noir,
Rosé.
Rosé.
Would you be able to bring out the bottles? I'll give them back to you, but I just want them for the film.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Jim's awesome. And so that's that. And then what else? I know I'm moving the camera on you, so let me settle it. Hoping you guys are doing well. Working hard on VaynerMedia. Wine Library's got a big sale coming up. We're having a retro sale. That's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be announcing the Labor Day secret pack tomorrow, I think. So I'm excited about that. Mott found the Crush It video, the cruise video. We lost that, so that's exciting that we found it. So we'll be showing you some clips from the tasting, thank God. And other than that, Misha's doing amazing. I'm really excited about my parents moving to New York City. Sasha's moving to the city, so I'll be seeing Mom and Dad more often. And things are good. You know, just hustling and just tasting a lot of interesting wines. Really excited about 07 Napa Cabs. That's going to be a big vintage. A lot of people are going to be really focused on that vintage and those wines. Really excited to see people drinking more and eclectic white wines this holiday. The numbers at Wine Library, we've seen a vast growth in Gruner and Riesling and Viognier, Roussanne, Marsanne, White Côte d'Aron. You know, just sparkling wines, Cava, Prosecco, Champagne, Cremant from Loire Valley continues to expand. And a lot of people are excited about Italian reds. I mean, we're seeing a lot of Barbera consumption, Dolcetto. That's been fascinating to watch. Also, what has been really bringing the thunder lately is just opportunities. We're getting a lot of interesting buys. We bought an amazing Côte d'Aron that we're selling for $9.99 that everybody's selling for $15. That's a 90-pointer. That's been catching a lot of fire. We just bought a crap load of some wine that we're going to sell for $3.99 on coupon. That is well worth $10, so that's going to be hysteria come the fall. And the jet season's upon us. Really excited about the jet season. Clearly, we're going to be awesome, and it's exciting. Oh, Jim is here. And he brought us the Todd Hollow. So this is the Todd Hollow End of the Toad 07 Pinot Rosé. Very, very good producer of Chardonnay. We'll see what their Pinot Rosé is. Thank you, Jim. And this is the Mount Fishtail 08 New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough. Thank you, my man. So, let's see what's going on with these.
Test it?
Yeah, well, screw top I'm not as worried about, you know, so I'm sure it's fine. The screw top. Again, when the waiter brings out screw top wines, you don't necessarily need to smell them because it's not going to be corked because there's no cork in it, so we're in good shape there. So there we have the fishtail. All right, again, let me show you the label while he's pouring the other one. This is the fishtail 08, and as you can see, a Southern Star selection. Ken Onish and those guys bringing in some good wines. Let's see what's going on with the Todd Hollow. That one, on the other hand, does have a cork, and we'll see what happens with that. So, you know, summertime, light whites, rosés, this is the kind of thing you're going to have in these 90-degree days in the city, and we'll see what's going on with it. Silence as we open the cork, as bestowed the crowd, and pop. The sound they're all looking for. This we will smell. We're good. Fantastic, thank you. How lucky did we get? Jim is, you know, he's just part of the, rolls right in, just so comfortable. Nice and dark rosé. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So, let's start with the rosé. As you can see, the color is very dark in comparison to a lot of rosés that come from Grenache. When you have Pinot-based rosés, you tend to have a little bit more of a darkness on it. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Little cherry action coming through on the nose, but quite kind of aromatically challenged. Let's let me warm it up a little bit. It tends to be a little cold sometimes on the wine. All right. Yeah, it's coming across a little bit more. You get a little bit more of that sour cherry component. Let's give it a whirl. Mott gets to save his job again. That's what happens when I try to show the dog and click the record button. Back to the rosé. Good mouthfeel, not that much acidity, kind of creamy around the edges actually. So it lacks a little bit of the acid that I love so much in rosés, but it does have a nice medium to full bodied aspect and a lot of flavor. You get heavy cherry and strawberry action on this wine. It's quite vibrant. You also get a little bit of like a subtle cedar component on the back end of the wine that I think is quite fascinating and solid, that I think would appeal to a lot of people. And there's clearly a creaminess, extra body to this wine that a lot of rosés don't have, that I think also would appeal to a heavier white wine drinker. So this is almost a Chardonnay, white Burgundy, same thing, drinker's rosé, as opposed to a Riesling, Gruner, Fumé Blancs drinking rosé when you get a little bit more of that acid. It's a little bit lighter in style. All right, now let's see what's going on with the fishtail. Back to that wine. You know, I probably would score that wine a 84, 85 point score, nothing too crazy. Let's move on. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. That classic New Zealand grassiness, grassy, grapefruity. You could peg it from a mile away. There's no way that you think this is anything but New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. I get a little kiwi action. I also get a little passion fruit, which is a little bit more than I kind of expect, which is exciting. Let's give it a shot. Pretty solid, very adequate New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, it falls apart a little bit there on the finish. Just as I was starting to get a little excited, this really became H2O. It kind of went, basically it just went Fiji water on the back end on me. Can't help it, but it kind of dropped off the cliff. The coyote and the roadrunner action. Good fruit up front. You get the grassiness. You definitely get the grapefruit aspect. It's easy drinking. There's a little bit of acid, which gives it a little bit of a backbone, so you're not just drinking sugar fruit juice water, but it falls apart on the finish. I mean, this is an awfully difficult finish. It's just gone. I don't even remember drinking wine right now. So that's a little bit disappointing. Let me give it one more shot to make sure. I know I'm making you guys vomit with all this camera action. Yeah, good initial attack, kind of hangs in there and then falls off a cliff. I would probably score this wine a 78, 79 point score. It's just not bringing Thunder to the level that I'd hoped. It's okay, and if it's an $8 to $10 wine, I wouldn't be so appalled with somebody ordering it, but it's not that exciting for sure. So, great place, Turks and Frogs, really great place here in the city, gorgeous little outdoor space. Two nice values, $9 and $10 on the glass, which is not horrible for downtown Manhattan. And unfortunately not really showing too much craziness. There's a little bit on the white, kind of a little something, a little more in the rosé. That could be exciting, but neither completely blast me out of the sky. I don't get completely excited about them, and they're definitely not wines that I would go out and scream that you have to go out and try. Question of the day: what is the best and worst wine that you've had by the glass this year? In 2009. It's coming to an end sooner than we think. You, with a little bit of me, we are changing the wine world.